back up. Hey kids. Hi, it's me, James Leyva, your favorite fruit Flava, and I'm not going to edit anything right now. I'm just going to tell you some true tea. Wait a minute. I am here to shake things up just a little bit. I wanted to give you a little backstory on what's happening with my videos each and every week. So basically, you know, if you've been here before, you know that I normally start with a little catchphrase that I like to use and I play with editing with my hats. Oh my God, I'm not wearing a hat, by the way. Hey, check out this hair. I'm finally starting to get some gray hairs. 64. And I'm finally starting to get gray hair. Now, I can't help it. Mommy and Daddy made me this way, and that's what happened. So, I normally wave this around a lot. This is my little wand. So this is, of course, the backstory episode. This is the peeling the curtain behind to look behind. This is the Wizard of Gay Oz happening right here and right now. So listen, normally each and every week, I do this thing where I say, ready, and then I say, un, deux, trois, et voila. And then I say, hi, my name's the Hat Fairy, what's yours? I do all these things repetitively each and every week, and let me tell you why. So first of all, let me give you the backstory on the ready. Ready comes from Mistress Isabelle Brooks from RuPaul's Drag Race. One of my favorite contestants, so funny. And it happened to be on one of those episodes where they were all lined up in a panel and RuPaul was explaining the rules of the game where they had to tell the tea about their fellow competitors. And before RuPaul was even finished with her sentence, Mistress Isabelle Brooks said, ready. She was ready to play the game and I laughed so hard. I thought that was hilarious. So I incorporated it into my weekly videos, as you can see from each and every one if you've ever watched one before. Now let's talk about that also. I have been making a video every week for the last 2 years and 4 months. So if there are 52 weeks in a year, times 2, that's 104. And then 4 and 4 and 4. But wait, one of those months had 5. And now I have just been knitting every week, something new each and every week to entertain you. Hopefully, I hope and pray that you really like each and every hat that I make. So, back to the ready. So I do that as a start on my videos. I say ready, and then I say un, deux, trois, et voila. Now let me tell you about that. I once went to a very fancy dinner in Vancouver, Whistler, British Columbia, with a big group of people, sat at a table with, I believe it was 8 people, at a big round table. And there were 8 waiters that came out and did a little waiter ballet. When they came out with the food, each one had a plate. And they ran around the table or danced around the table. Each one basically walked around the table. And then they all stopped. And they all leaned in and they all put their the plates down in front of each and every one of us all at the very same time. And then they said, of course, un, deux, trois, et voila. And they pulled the top of the dome of the food that was hidden from underneath so that all of our food was presented at the very same and exact time. And I laughed forever. All through dinner, I could not stop laughing. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. And so I've been using it each and every week. Now, on top of all that, I normally have a hat on for each one of those words to play so that you could see a lot of my hats. I'm being very subtle when I have my spinning moments. Oh, and that's something else. When I have my intro, I do that with all the hats. And then After that, I say, my name is James Leva, your favorite fruit flavor. And I insert a laugh track because it's funny to me, and it is funny. And it happened probably 40 some odd years ago. I met someone that I worked with, and she instantly said, James Leva, my favorite fruit flavor. And it stuck to me like glue. So I've been doing that each and every week. And I insert a laugh track each and every week after I do that because it's funny. Of course, I think it's funny. And then I go into my next little turn of phrase, play of words to show you 4 more different hats. When I say, I'm here each and every week to spread all my charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, which I also stole from RuPaul's Drag Race, which is probably the best show on TV. And I use that phrase and change hats with each word so that you can see one of my hats that I've made over the last 2.5 years. Now, saying all that, then normally each and every week after that, I would have what I would call a spinning moment. Now, I haven't done that in the last few weeks because I've been planning something and I haven't told you all, and I'm still not going to tell you what's happening. But I'm going to be doing something different in the middle of my videos very soon to entertain you, and then I give you the reveal. So, normally, and because of I haven't been doing the spinning moments, I've been doing extra editing moments where I would use another turn of phrase such as, Penny Pingleton is permanently punished with a protest pussy hat parade. And that comes from Hairspray, one of my favorite movies. And what's the other turn of phrase? Oh, another one from RuPaul's Drag Race is where Jinx Monsoon's little ear falls off her costume, and she instantly turns to RuPaul and says, oh, you're gonna have to speak up. I only hear you half as well. So, of course, I've been stealing that one with all my hats that have the ears, cover one of my ears, and I use that stupid little phrase and change hats with all that. So, editing tricks over and over. It's all about the editing. Editing entertains me each and every week, but this week it's not happening so much, except for, I will tell you this right now that I've been going on and on and on for so long and haven't been wearing a hat or whatnot. Each and every week, also, whenever I laugh, I always speed it up. Why? Because it sounds really funny to me, and then I think it's hilarious. So that's why I do it. So now you know, every time I laugh, you know now, from the former videos and in the future, I will be speeding up my laughs. Wait for it. Oh, no, that's a real laugh and sped up all at the same time, just for you. So, now, where are we? Oh, so I have spread my charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent for you over and over and over each and every week. And then I say something else. I do another little stupid, little silly phrase. Oh, it has to do with, I hope that you love my hat so much. And then I insert the little kids saying, I hope that you say, ah, and then I insert the ah, and then I hope you also think they're great, and you say, yay, and I insert the yay. I can't help it. The editing game on my weekly videos is all about my basic entertainment and hopefully yours. To get to the end of the video to tell you and show you and reveal the hat that I've made from the week before. So now, of course, let me insert this one for you. I just flew back from St. Pete's Beach, Florida, and boy, are my arms tired. Stupid joke, but that gave me an opportunity to laugh again, and there you have it again. So now, kids, I'm just going to get right to it. This is also funny. I'm going to tell you right now, I have so many hats. Most of them are here. I've given away a lot. I've sold a few. They're all for sale, by the way. And so the collection is piling. I have 5 giant bags filled with all of the things that I've made so far along the way that I use each and every week in all my editing games to, entertain you a little bit and so that you could see some of the hats. So I'm not doing that this week. And you know why? Because I'm getting right to the reveal. Now, here is probably going to be one of the few editing cuts that I'm going to be using. So, without further ado, let me talk about some of the, I have to talk about this too. So, each and every month, I pick a theme. I need some inspiration to carry on. You know, I can't just knit and go, okay, here's the next hat. I need to make something that I think is going to be fun and entertaining and beautiful and cute and all those good things. And so each month when I pick a theme, I kind of do it the whole month. I'll make a same style of hat through that month. So for instance, through last June, I believe I was doing all kinds of rainbow business, or the month before, maybe it was the month before. Rainbows. I did rainbow tails on all of my hats, and I had a really good time with that. And then, of course, you know, I did the Penny Pingleton permanently protested pussy hat. And I did that through the month of July and August. So I made 8 Penny Pingleton is permanently punished with a protest pussy hat parade that has passed by. I love the play of words. It makes me laugh so hard and it entertains me again. So I hope it entertains you. So now, after all the Penny Pingletons, I went into the Sassy Stripes of September and I made 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 Tuesdays in September. Sometimes that happens throughout the year. There's 5. And so I make 5 of that. I mean, obviously. And so I made 5 beautiful sassy striped hats. And then we are now in October. And in October, I decided that it was all about pom-poms. So I kept the stripes and I continued on with striping the hats and I added pom-poms. So the first one was, it was it was the t-shirt yarn. Let me talk about some of the yarns I use. I am all about using glitter in all of my yarns as much as possible. I love shiny, sparkly, you can kind of see it. Shiny, sparkly yarns are so entertaining for me. They look so neat in person. And I'm sure it really probably doesn't translate as well through the video, but you can kind of see. So I made pom-poms, and this the very first one I made was made out of t-shirt yarn, which I'm actually going to grab right now. And here's one of those editing moments. A couple of them. Okay, here's one of those editing moments. Ready? And so the stripes and the giant pom-poms began this month of October, pom-pom-tober. Pom-pom, giant pom-pom, and t-shirt yarn. This yarn is so soft, feels like a t-shirt, and also this particular stripe right here glows in the dark. I love glow-in-the-dark yarn. Oh my gosh, it looks so neat. And again, doesn't quite translate so well in the bright light or through the camera. But in the dark, you can totally see me. I wore one of these hats to an EDM concert here in Dallas many weeks ago. And I got so much attention because I wore a hat that had the glow-in-the-dark yarn. And people were just screaming at me. I loved it. I had so much fun, got so much attention. And so anyway, back to the pom-poms and the glow-in-the-dark yarn, which leads me to this week's reveal. So this was this, and then last week I made this crazy thing. This has a bigger pom-pom, and this also has glow-in-the-dark yarn. I'm so entertained by glow-in-the-dark yarn. I think it's the greatest thing ever. So, and which this is all leading to the reveal. Are you ready? Of course you are. I know you are, but what am I? Okay, it is, I don't know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, y'all, seriously. Normally I make these videos, here's another thing, normally I make these videos the night before or the weekend before, way, ahead of time, because today is Tuesday, October 21st. And right now it is Tuesday, October 21st. And I'm right now about to stick this little camera into the computer over there, plug it in and connect the dots so that I can release this video at noon today. So here we go. Without further ado, I give you today's Pom-Pomtober striped sensation. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, here's another thing I always say again. En deux, trois, et voila. I can't help it. I love a play on words. And so here we go. En deux, trois, et voila. Here we go. Pom-pom and glow in the dark yarn. That light's still on. Can you see me? Okay, barely. Okay, barely. But it does glow in the dark. So there you have it, squirrel friends of mine. I'm so happy that you hopefully hung out to the end of this video to see what the heck was going on today. So hopefully now when you return next week, you'll know a lot of information and I'll just be getting right to all my little play on words and little editing changes and all that, all the shenanigans. Isn't this cute? It's so cute. Wait a minute, where's the light? There we go. Pom-pom glows in the dark. This yarn is made out of some rayon combos. It's so soft and fuzzy and wonderful. And we're finally getting, hopefully near the end of summer, and I can start wearing these hats outside. Because I'm here in Texas and it's hot, y'all. It's way hot here. But I'm sure there's a lot of you that watch this that live in cold climates. You may need one of my hats. Reach out to me. I always do this thing where I like to say, please subscribe to my channel and play with a little sound effect and hit the like button or the thumb up and a little sound effect. And make sure you hit that notification bell sound effect. Because then I use my very last phrase, two on two twice, because it's all about the turn of phrase. And you know what that phrase is. See you next time on top of see you next Tuesday. Bye. Okay, now. Bye. See you later.